pop séries realmente é o final de Arrow. E a gente conversou com o Stephen Amell sobre os últimos episódios da série e como é que pra ele dizer adeus pra esse personagem tão icônico da DC Comics. Então se liga na entrevista que vem aí.
I mean, every episode right now feels like a grand experiment. Episode 1 is the pilot, and episode 2 is an ode to season 3, and episode 3 is also an ode to season 3. But Oliver, in my mind, not necessarily make amends, but like tie it up and close the chapter with 5 characters over the first 3 episodes that I don't think anyone would ever think that he would ever get a chance to do that with. Including like at least one person who's his fucking mortal enemy. It's cool.
Yeah.
To bring something from the set with you.
What are you gonna steal?
Everyone does.
I stole the bow from the pilot, okay? But I gave it to Sarah, my friend Sarah, at her panel last year. She gave it back to me today, and I gave her a jacket that I wore during the pilot. So I feel like my real estate's totally chewed up on this one. I don't want to say stuff. I'm gonna buy the Queen Mansion in Victoria, BC, just to upcharge Deadpool when I want to film there. I was here. I sat in this room with you guys. Actually, I think we were across the hall. In 2012, and you guys didn't know a ton about us, but like the fans have come on a journey with us, and that's that takes a lot. Like, I don't watch television shows until I know that they've got 2 seasons, right? Like it takes a minute for me to be trustworthy and to commit. And so the fact, it's weird because we're on the same network as Supernatural, and they're wrapping up after season 28. People kind of look at 8 seasons and they're like, 8. It doesn't actually happen. We're so fortunate. So for all the fans that came on the journey, and for you guys too, just very thankful.
What we will see, is, I think the fans have always wanted to see this, is Laurel, fulfilling her promise of becoming good. I mean, a hero, and it's good and bad. I mean, there's many versions of her. But she teams up with, I guess it's sort of unexpected, not unexpected, because the comic book it's Laurel, Black Canary and Green Arrow, in terms of, she'll team up with Oliver in terms of fulfilling his quest to save multiverse. So we'll get to see them, like, in action battle, which we've seen before, but the new costume, given what Mark's written, is gonna be fucking epic. And I think the fans are gonna freak out because it does call back to the comics originally. So. Also, I really want to try the Sandal ladder. I've been saying this for 8 years. Yeah. Dan was like, "Can you do it?" And I was like, I don't know. I used to be a gymnast, like competitive gymnast. The bars, those kips, it's all about the swing. Watch me I got this, guys. Why have I even doing this the whole time? It's like, I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna try it though. That would be cool.
I think we wrap up his relationship with the leader of Argus, Lila. We kind of come to a conclusion of whatever conflict that may or may not provide. His 2 sons that are influential in the future, we wrap that up. And these are the 3 big things to me. And I think whether he is or is not Green Lantern, those are the 3 big things I think for Diggle. He's always going to be by Oliver's side. So if there's any season where they're really locked in together, it's this season. And so that goes without question. But those other 3 questions I think are big for his legacy, and they get answered this season. I always kind of remain incredibly grateful to the fans, to you guys, and this is fantastic stuff. I remember growing up as a kid, and me and Greg are from the same generation, where every time you had a show that crossed over with another show on the same network, it was always the big thing, right? Network crossover. We didn't do a lot of them because they were expensive back then, and still are, but they weren't a lot of them, but it was a big highlight. And so to have all these shows, 5-show crossover coming up, it's just, I don't, if it's ever done again, this will be the model. So in a lot of ways, this show has been pioneering, so it's great.
We don't have that luxury of real estate anymore, so now we can actually we can actually start from A, B, and C and tell it right away. Just go there, set the tone, move, and I think that energy will lend itself to a really good finale. No, but I think what we'll see is the beginning of Renee starting his journey to be mayor, because that's what we've established. And so if we're picking up from season 7, then we got to see how he begins to become mayor. And he's somebody who we don't necessarily like when we meet him as the mayor. So yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of where we are. So we'll definitely tease that.
At first I was sort of like gut punched, and I didn't want to only do 10 episodes. I felt like there's so much story to tell, and there's so many, people in our ensemble, and I didn't know how we could do it. I was a little scared, but then when I got a call from Mark and Beth kind of explaining the reasoning and saying, well, we're going out on top, and we want to make this something that's really special and really impactful, and we think we can do that more, it's like quality over quantity. So once I started to look at it that way, I got really excited about it. Yeah.
And it has changed the shape of the season, you say? It's like movies.
Yeah, it's changed the shape of the season. That's a perfect way to put it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.